Hey guys, before starting this video, if you guys are into building cool mobile and web applications, then make sure you guys subscribe to my channel and also press the bell button so that you get notified every time I upload any video. Thank you guys and do enjoy this video. Yeah, so what's up guys? Welcome to the third part of the Flutter e-commerce series where we are building a fully featured Flutter e-commerce application. So guys, in the last part or in the previous video, we actually built our category section. So as you guys can see, I have it right over here. So we have this simple category section. And today in this video, we will be starting or we will be building the most important part of our homepage, that is the product section. So guys, in the last video I actually commented, or in the first video actually, so I just commented this all products widget because we have not created it yet. So in today's video, first of all, we are going to define the models for each and every product. Then we are going to define a model for all the list of products, and then we are also going to display this over here into a product section. So make sure you guys watch this whole video, because if you guys watch this whole video, then you will get familiar with working with models and also displaying the models wherever you like. So yes, so make sure you watch this full video. And also guys, in the previous video I have actually not updated my GitHub repository. So in the previous video we have done some we have built a category section and all. So I have not yet updated it into this repository, but I'll be updating it soon along with this project, that is along with uh, the product section. So make sure you guys check it out. I'll just give the link in the description below so that you guys can check it out and get the source code and also follow this repository. Okay, so guys, are back into our project. So here I am at my homepage.dart file, and inside my homepage.dart file, as you guys can see, we have the category section, and then we have this text for our products. And now we need to build this all products widget. So guys, first of all, what I'm going to do, I'm going to be needing a widget, and that widget will is going to take is actually going to build the grid view for our products. So as you guys can see over here, we have the grid for our products. So each grid has cross axis extend to two products, that is we have two products in each row. So yes, so let us start guys. So first of all, what I'm going to do, I'm just going to create a new file inside my widgets folder, which is actually inside the lib folder. So guys, if you have not watched my previous videos, then make sure you start from the beginning, that is start from part 1, because it would be difficult to follow if you guys have not watched the previous videos. So make sure you watch it. I'll give the link for the playlist in my description, so make sure you guys watch my previous videos and then come to this video so that you guys can follow it more easily. So guys, inside my widgets folder, first of all, I'm going to create a new file, and the new file I'm just going to call it as all pdts, that is all products.dart. Enter. And inside my all products.dart file, first of all, I'm going to uh, import the material package from Flutter. So package, okay, import Flutter package material.dart, and then I'm going to create a stateful widget, a stateless widget, not stateful. So yes, stateless widget, and then I'm going to call it as all products. So we are not going to be needing this key, so I'll just remove it. And yes, so this all products widget is actually going to return the builder which is going to build our products. It can be a list view or a grid view, but over here we'll be using the grid view builder. So before returning the builder, let us build the models for our product and products. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to create a new file inside the lib folder, and I'll just be calling it models. And inside my models folder, I'm just going to create a new file, and I'll just call it as products.dart. Okay, so inside my products.dart file, first of all, I'm just going to create a class for a single product, so product. And if we take a close look at every single product over here, we can see that we have image, and we have the price, we have the description, and also we are going to be needing the image URL, and then yes. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to give that attributes to my class product. So first of all, I'm going to give a final attribute of string, let's say it's ID, because when we are going to be using, when we are going to be uploading the products into our server, then we will be needing a unique ID for each and every product. So the first one would be ID, then the second one would be string, so string. Category, yes, the second one would be category, because each product would belong to a specific category. And then the next one would be the name of the product, and after that we would be needing the description of the product. And then we would also be needing the uh, string, that is the image URL. So we'll be needing the image URL, since we'll be fetching the images of the products from the server. So that's why we are using the string. Each string would be the image URL of that specific product, because if we store the images directly into this app directory, then we would have to publish a new version of our app every time a new product has been added. So yes, that's not the way. So we'll definitely be fetching the images from our server. That's why we are using the string as for our image URL. And then we will be needing the price, so final double, so the price would be double value, so price. Okay, and then what we need to do, we need to initialize them. So I'm just creating product, and actually I will be initializing them with as named arguments, but if you want, you can initialize them as positional arguments. So I'll just give curly brackets, and inside this I'll just give the ID, then I'll give the image URL, or maybe the category, so this dot category, then this dot name, and then this dot description, and then this dot image URL, and then finally this dot uh, price. All right, so but well, one thing to notice in this product model is that we will be needing this ID, the category, the name, and the description, and also the price, and also the image for uh, each and every product, because it is quite important. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to make them as required. So I'm first of all, I'm going to import package foundation.dart. So yes, foundation.dart, and let's put a semicolon over here. Okay, so we have an error because I forgot to put the semicolon. Okay, now let's save it. And also right before this, I'm just going to add this required, so to make them compulsory in the sense. So let's add this required option in front of all the parameters. So I'll just copy this up and just paste it here for our name, for the description, for the image, and also for the price. Okay, so let's save it again. And now we have the model for our product. So this is going to define each and every products of our app. So each and every product is going to have a specific ID, then it is going to belong to a specific category. It is going to have a name, the description, the image URL, and also the price. So yes, so after this, what we need need the class to define the list of our products. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to create a class, and it will be the products class. And yes, so it will have a list of product. So list of product, and let's call it just items, and let's make it private. So items. And actually, since we don't have the backend or the server yet, so we cannot add the products. So what I'm going to do, I'm actually going to give some dummy data so that we can at least uh, display them into our home page. And then when we create our work with Firebase, then we will be actually able to add products on our own. So yeah, so I have this dummy data, and I'm just going to paste it here. And yes, there are some extra parameters which we don't need yet, so I'll just remove this. And for each and every one, yes, so as you guys can see, we have this the ID for each and every product. So each and every product is going to have a different ID. And then we have the name, we have the image URL. As you guys can see, I'm fetching the image from the internet. And then we also have the category, and then we have the price, and then we also have the description over here. So these are all just basic dummy products, but when we will be adding products in near future, we will not be using this dummy data. We will be using actual products, that is whatever we add. And now what I'm going to do, I'm just going to save it. And actually now we want to display the products into this product section. But before this, guys, I was actually thinking of including this into the later parts of this video series, but I think we can use it now. So since our products or our dummy data is in a separate file, and we have to fetch it and use it in our all products.dart file, we can actually use state management from now on, so that in future also we can apply this to our cart and order models. So guys, for this video series, we will be using the Flutter provider package, as you guys can see over here. So you guys will need to just visit the pub.dev website and search for the provider package by typing in provider over here. And yeah, so this is the recommended Flutter package for state management, and we will be using this in this video series. So guys, what you need to do is you need to include it along with the version. I'm using an older version, that is the 4.0.4, since I have not upgraded my Flutter yet. So you just have to include it under the dependencies section, and you will be able to use it by importing it. So what I'm going to do, I'm going back to my products.dart file, and over here I will be using a mixin called change notifier. So I'll just use change notifier, but I'm also going to use it along with my products class. So I'll just copy this up and I'll paste it here, and let's save it. Okay, so right back into the all products.dart file, what I'm going to do, I'm going to import the provider package which we have just included in our pubspec.yaml. So package flutter provider.dart, and then I'm also going to import our models, that is the product models. So import dot slash, or maybe it will be double dot slash because it is in a different folder. So models slash products.dart, yes. And as you guys can see, we have previously returned this Gridview builder, and it actually takes some parameters, as I've told you earlier. So the first one which we are going to give is the physics, which would be school physics, and then the next one would be we are going to give the item count. But before giving this item count, we need the product. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to create a variables which will hold our products list of products. So what I'm just going to create a final variable, so it would be the product data. Let's call it the product data. And then provider dot of context, and the context should be the products model. So products model, and then yes. So all right, so I think we have done a typo over there in our products.dart. So yes, we have done a small spelling mistake, so let's save it. Okay, so we have now access to our product class, and then we need to get the items. So as you guys can see, we need to get these items, but as you guys can see, we have already set our items to be private, so we cannot access them directly. So what I'm going to do, I'm actually going to create another method. Let's call it a list. So list, and what it is going to do, it is going to get our items. So product and get items, and this will get the list of our items. So that return and return dot underscore items. And since we are using spread operators, so I think we'll get a warning over here. So as you guys can see, okay, so here as you guys can see, it is saying that the spread elements weren't supported until version 2.3.0. okay, so let's check our prospect.yml. So over here we can change this version to let's say 2.3.0. okay, let's save it, and boom, we don't have the warning anymore, and we can use the spread collections. And then what we need to do is yes, so our products part is finished for this video. Let's save it, and we can use it over here. Now we can get the items. So final, and yes, so final, let's call it products. So pdts, and then products data dot items. Hopefully we can access the items because we are accessing the class over here. And if you guys notice that we are using this products class, but we don't have this products class anywhere in our widget tree. So what this provider is going to do, it is going to basically search for a class called products, but it will not be able to find it because we have not included it in any of the parent widget or in any section of the tree which is above this all products widget. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to include it in my main.dart file. So right in my main.dart file, I'm just going to import the provider package. So package provider.dart, and after that I'm going to return not a material app but multi-provider, since we'll be working with multiple providers separately for our cart, our order model, and also for our products model. So I'll be using the multi-provider widget so that we can include multiple providers. So for now, let us wrap this with a widget, and that widget is going to be a multi-provider widget. And now this multi-provider widget is going to take a list of providers. So be giving it an attribute of providers, and since we have only one provider for now, and we'll be adding more providers in upcoming videos for our cart and order models, of course. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to include my products provider. So I'm using the change notifier provider dot value, and it is going to take a value. So take a value of the product class, that is. Okay, so we have included the products class in our main.dart file or in our widget tree. And yes, so what we need to do now, I'm going back to my all products.dart file, and over here I can specify the item count for our Gridview builder. So the item count would be the products, that is pdts.length, which we have defined earlier, the pdts part over here, which is actually the items for our products class. And then what we need to do, we need to include the cross-axis count, that is the number of products we want in every single row. So I'm just going to use the grid delegate attribute. So grid delegate sliver, maybe we can get sliver grid delegate with fixed cross-axis count, and the cross-axis count will be, let's say, 2. So after that we need to give our item builder, so to define how each and every product is going to look like. So as you guys can see, we have this product, and we have a grid tile, and also the grid tile has a footer, that is the grid tile bar, which will basically contain the name of our product, and also the cart icon, so that we can add it to our cart. So yes, so for this, actually we will be needing to create a separate widget which will define each and every product. So back in my widgets folder, what I'm going to do, I'm going to create a new file, and I'm just going to call it as product, that is pdt product underscore item dot dart. Okay, let's enter it, and as you guys can see, we are in our product item dot dart file. And right here, what I'm going to do, first I'm going to import the flutter material dot dart package, and then I'm going to import the provider. Well, I think we will not be needing the provider package over here right now, so I'll just create a stateless widget, and I'll just call it product item. Or okay, so what it is going to do, it is going to return a grid tile. So let's return a grid tile, and this grid tile is going to have a child, and the child would be the image, that is the image.network. So since we have the image URL, so we can pass the image URL from our all products.dart file to this product item.dart. So to catch it, we'll just define actually we will also be needing the name of the product, so I'll just define 2 parameters, that is the string, the name, and also string for our image URL. Okay. And now we have to initialize it, so I'll just initialize both of them. So yes, item and then this dot name and this dot image. Okay, and now instead in this image.network we can put the image URL of the respective of the specific product, so right here. And then we can also have our grid tile bar. So first of all, let us save this and let us see what we get. So I'm just saving it, and over here for our item builder, I'm just going to provide a builder, that is a context, and then also an index, so that we can go through each and every product of our product list. And yes, it is going to take the value of the change notifier provider. So change notifier provider dot value, and the value would be the products at an index of I. And also we are going to give a child to it, so the child would be the product item. So let's import it over here. So import slash product item, and yes, over here item, and it is going to take the name and the image URL. So let's give the name, and the name would be products I dot name, and the image URL would be image URL products I dot image URL. Okay, so let's save it, and also let's save this one, and let's uncomment this, and let's see what we get. Okay, so we have not imported it over here in our homepage.dart file. So import dot slash or double dot slash screens widgets folder, so widgets, and then yes, all products.dart. Let's save it. And what else we need to save? Yes, the main.dart. Let's see what we get. Alright, so guys, here we are getting an error which is saying that the vertical viewport was given an unbounded height. So let us check where we are getting this error. So definitely it is somewhere with our list view, so let us fix it. So all products, we have this gridview.builder, and the parent would be yes, a list view. Alright, so guys, as you guys can see, we have not defined a particular height for our parent of our list view, parent widget of our list view, and also the children. Since we have provided the children, it is also not going to take a definite height. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to wrap my all products with a container. Let's wrap it with a container, and let's see if it fixes or not. So let's give a height of around, let's say 400. Let's save it, and I hope it is going to work now. So let's see if yes, so as you guys can see, we have our image, but since we have given a height of just 400, so definitely we will not be able to okay, so yes, so as you guys can see, we have all the images of our products, and yeah, so let's increase this height a bit so that actually we are getting this small white. And also guys, since we are wrapping this with a container, so our scroll physics is not working. So as you guys can see, we are we're just being able to scroll inside the container, and not actually we want to scroll through this whole app, so that as soon as we scroll these products, we actually want this category section to go up or to move along with the scrolling direction. So yes, definitely not, we are not going to be using a container here. So let's remove this. And now, since we have identified the problem that our list view is getting an infinite height, what I'm going to do, I'm just going to create a new widget. So I'll just create a new widget, and I'll just call it as home body.dart. And yes, it is going to be a stateless widget, and let's call it home body, and also import our material app package. So import package material.dart, and yes, it is going to return the list view. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to cut it, and I'm just going to paste it over here, and it will take a semicolon. And let's import all this stuff right there too. So I'll just copy this up, and I'll just paste it here. Okay, so now we have a separate widget for our home body, and instead of here, we are just going to return we are just going to include the home body widget for our body. So home body, so yes, so let's save it. Let's save this one. And now in our all products.dart file, we can just set the shrink wrap for our gridview .builder to true. So shrink wrap set to true. Let's save it, and let's restart this app. Okay, so now as you guys can see, we can actually scroll through this whole app, and also the product section. So as you guys can see, and yes, so this is what we wanted. And now what we need to do is to make this products look a bit more nicer to look like this actually. So yes, so let's do this. So first of all, I'm going back to my product item.dart file, and right here what we can do, we can wrap it with some padding because we don't have any padding. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to wrap my grid tile with padding. So let's wrap it with padding, and let's give it a padding of, let's say, around 15. Save it, or yes. So yes, so and after that what we can do is we can also include the grid tile bar. So uh, right here inside our grid tile we can add a footer. So let's add a footer, and that footer would be a grid tile bar. Okay, and now this grid tile bar will have a title. So let's give a title, and let's call it text. It's going to be a text widget with the name, and then we are going to have the card button or the card icon. So trailing, and it is going to be the card button. So it is basically going to be an icon button, and the icon would be icons dot cart or shopping cart over here. And for now we'll just set the on pressed option to null. Let's save it and let's see what we get. So we get this, as you guys can see, the name are coming out, but it is not visible. So let's make it visible. So to make it visible, what we can do is we can give background color. So right here we can give a background color. Let's call it colors dot black. Let's save it. Yes, maybe we can make it look a bit more transparent. So let's give it a color of black 87. All right, so as you guys can see, we have it look a bit more transparent, and now we can see the name clearly. And since we have set the on press option of our icon button, that is the card button, to null, so we are not going to see it activated. So it is just coming out to be gray. So guys, hopefully we will be able to activate our card button in the upcoming videos of this series, and also we'll be able to add specific products to our cart. And that's it guys for this video. And I know this video was a bit longer, and we have also worked with many things like models, builders, and also state management using providers. So if you guys have watched this whole video, then you guys might have learned many things about Flutter. And in the next video guys, we will be building the detail page for our products. And if you found this video helpful, then do like and share this video, and also do subscribe to my channel if you haven't. And if you want to see latest videos, upcoming videos are related to this series and to Flutter. So till then guys, I'll be seeing you in the next video. So stay tuned and stay safe.